Yeah, what up with the child? It's your main man, Chingy Jackpot, and right now you're chilling with my homeboy D, and this is The Biz with D. Alright? Let's do it.
All right, everybody. So right now on the line, we got the boy Chingy. If y'all don't know who Chingy is known for his single Right There, One Call Away, Baller Baby. I mean,
A lot of hits.
A lot of hits. How you doing, Chingy?
A lot of hits. I'm good, man. I can't complain. I'm right now. I'm in LA, enjoying this beautiful LA weather. Real quick, while I'm here on some business. So I'm just grinding, just moving and grooving.
That's what's up. Well, we appreciate you for taking out the time to do an interview with us this evening.
Oh, no problem, man. Anytime.
So let's talk about the success of Right There. I mean, it was triple platinum. Can we talk about how your overall feeling was about that record right there?
Actually, Right There being triple platinum actually is a great success for me, being that I was in two groups in my life, two rap groups, and there was always three members in the rap group. The first group was called Without West. The second group was called Three Strikes. And so I said, if I ever make it on my own, whether it's with or without the guys, that I would appreciate selling three records, because it was always three of us in the group. And so when I sold three records off the Jackpot album, man, it was kind of when I sold 3 million records off the Jackpot album, it was weird to me, because that's what I always wanted to happen, to represent the three members in each group. And we all know with groups sometimes they don't work out by different people being different and not being on the same page. But I just always felt like that was something I wanted to accomplish, being that I was in a group, and it happened. And so, it was pretty much a dream come true.
Now, that was up. Now, do you prefer being a solo artist more, or do you like being in a group sometimes?
Do I prefer being a solo artist more? I prefer being a solo artist more, because I get to make my own decisions, which when you're in a group, if everybody's not agreeing and on the same page, it causes confusion. And I also like being a solo artist because I pretty much get to direct where I want to go with my concepts and with my music, period. And which, like I said, when you're in a group, it don't always happen that way. You sometimes, everybody got to be working together and be on the same page. And if everybody not on the same page, then, that's where confusion comes in.
Absolutely. So you also were signed with Disturbing the Peace during the time that Right There came out. Let's kind of talk about how it was working with Disturbing the Peace for you.
Working with Disturbing the Peace for me was great. When I got signed to Disturbing the Peace back in 2002, and up into the Jackpot album and everything, it was great working with Disturbing the Peace. I have nothing really bad to say, except when I departed from Disturbing the Peace, it was just some messy business stuff, and when you're young in this business and don't know much, it's a lot of industry people, a lot of these people, man, try to take advantage of you because they know you don't know much and they see that money coming in, but Disturbing the Peace, we've always been cool. And like I said, it was just a lot of business decisions that were and miscommunication that what led to our breakup. So that's pretty much what it was.
Okay. And
But I have nothing bad to say about Disturbing the Peace at all.
Okay. So would you say that you were taken advantage of in that situation to a certain extent, or would you rather not, go in with that?
I can't really say I was taken to advantage and to a certain extent in that situation, because, like I said, I was young. I didn't care about nothing but making my music, performing, and traveling and having fun. I didn't look at the business side. So I don't know. I can't even say what really went on. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But as you grow and as you learn and as you get wiser in this industry, you latch on to a lot of the business aspect of it, and a lot of a lot of the behind the scenes stuff that goes on that you eventually allow yourself to be a part of because you want to know every angle of your career. You know what I'm saying? So, so you know, that's pretty much, you know, what that is.
Okay. So now the transition of going from being signed to a major label to having your own independent label, Full Deck Music Group, how would you say the overall transition was for you?
Transition for me was going from a major label, independent. It's more work when you're independent. You got to do everything. You have to be on point with everything versus when you're with a label, they running the business. You just pretty much showing up for what they putting together at the same time. I mean, you still involved in the business part if you want to be, you know what I'm saying, and if you up on your game. But when you're independent, you at every aspect of the business, you have to be on point with that. You know what I'm saying? It's real tough being independent because it's a lot to go with it, from making the records, the marketing, advertise, just every aspect of it, you have to be on top of it when you're independent. It's definitely tougher, and it's definitely a grind.
Absolutely. So, like, what kind of advice would you give to an independent artist? What kind of advice would you give them, basically?
What kind of advice would I give an independent artist? I would say always perfect your craft. You know, these days with the internet, with a lot of stuff, YouTube and a lot of stuff, you can establish your own fan base. I would say keep making the music, keep putting the music out there the best way you can, and to get your name out there, and have a lawyer on point. Don't trust too many people. You know, handle your business yourself, and the key people that you want to work for you, make sure you trust them with your career, and make sure that they're doing the right thing by you, and keep the people who just there for certain reasons out of the way, you know, and never let nobody discourage you, because I used to be that person who thought it couldn't happen, and I'm living proof that it can.
Right. That's what's up. And I mean, we haven't really seen you out like so much in the public eye, being the fact that you're now an independent artist. But I mean, you've been able to do a lot of great stuff, such as acting. I mean, you have your own vodka right now. You've released countless of mixtapes. You got the label torn overseas in like Australia, China, stuff like that.
Yeah.
First thing that we definitely want to dive in and talk about is the acting. You know, acting. How'd you kind of get into that?
Well, acting, how I kind of got into acting. Well, when you look at videos and stuff, you got to know that it's just your performance or camera, just with your thing. You rapping a song, but it's not really too much dialogue for as you know, acting goes. But kind of just like that though. Kind of just like acting. You just gotta. There's no scripts. I mean, it's video treatment, but it's no scripts with the dialogue written out. So it's kind of a transformation that I could say naturally comes with the music, comes with the doing the videos and everything. So it's just all about if that's something you into. You know, when I was doing my videos and different stuff, you know, I would get called on auditions and stuff, and I'm like in LA. I'm actually out in LA now for some stuff like that. But man, it's just something that depends on if that's something you want to do, the acting, you know, if that's an avenue you want to get into. And I just kind of rolled over into it unexpectedly. And I did a couple films, independent. One went on. I did Scary Movie 3. You know, I did like a couple sitcom shows. You know, things like that. 101 George Lopez, Mad TV, couple things. But you know, just something if that's something you want to roll over into, you know, you can get into it.
Absolutely. So can we expect like you doing some acting in the in this new year, or?
I actually got a movie I shot in Chicago called Polish Boy that I don't know when it's supposed to be getting released, but it ain't came out yet. So I ain't, I don't deal with the part of what the director and everybody do. So I just show up, show out, get the check, dip. But I don't know when it's gonna come out. It's called Polish Boy, so it's a movie that I did out of Chicago. But definitely looking forward to being more a part of the acting world and seeing how that goes. So.
Yeah, because I saw the trailer for the movie, and it definitely seems like you do a great job with acting. So I think more acting with you is definitely something that we need to see because you're great at it. And who would have ever known, though?
Right, because I didn't.
And so you got this vodka line. Can we kind of talk about this vodka that you got right now?
Yeah, let's do it.
So what's the name of it for those who aren't, familiar with it?
The name of the vodka is called Spilka, pronounced Spilka, but it's spelled Shpilka. And it's vodka that's distilled out of Russia. It's an organic vodka made with wheat and rice. And it's very smooth, very dangerously smooth, man. And I've been a part of the vodka for about 8 months or so now. And it's doing very good. It's we got it in 9 states, and we're working on more. So, it's a progress. It's an up-and-coming progress. And we're pushing it out there. It takes some work. And it's an avenue and it's a field that I'm learning and I'm observing and becoming to know more about. But the guy, Ray Edwards, who I work with, and that's the CEO of the company as well, he deals with a lot of the aspects of that. And so, but it's doing pretty good, man. And everybody, you can go to purchase your bottle if you go to www.buyspilka.com, in which Spilka is spelled Shpilka, buyspilka.com. You can purchase a bottle and have a taste for yourself and see how you like it. But it's a real smooth vodka, man, and I think everybody should get hip to it and get some fun.
Nice. And I think that's what a lot of people like smooth, kind of drinks. Not like that hard-on, oh, damn, I fucked up already kind of drink.
Right.
Because not everybody wants to have that immediate buzz right off the bat. So it's like, let me just start off smooth, and then let me take it up a notch with this, and then if I want to get hit hard, I'll bring in another vodka. So that's what's up. I would have never thought that you would get into the vodka industry. Are you are you a heavy drinker, would you say, or you just kind of drink occasionally?
I'm not a heavy drinker. I drink occasionally if I'm going out, events or something, but I'm definitely not a heavy drinker. But, every now and then I'll have a drink.
Okay. So speaking of events, touring overseas, I was just doing my research, and it seems like a lot of the fans overseas in Australia, China, they really know your music, but they may not even know English per se. How does that make you feel as an artist?
I mean, as an artist, people in Australia, Japan, everywhere knowing my music and not really knowing even how to speak English. I mean, it's great. You always wonder and think about getting in this business and having success. But, just to travel overseas and see these people singing my songs that don't know English, it just lets me know that I accomplished something and that it's people out there, not just in the U.S., that's paying attention to my music and that appreciate my music. And so I appreciate that because it's not every day. You got artists come out every year who come out and don't even get to see that part of the success and that part of the industry, which even going overseas and having that type of effect on people over there. There's artists today that don't got that type of effect overseas, and I still have that effect overseas. I just left I just left New Zealand, Australia, and all that, and all the shows.
Wow.
You know, and so they was like, I had to, you know, I got to do bigger arenas because there was that many people trying to come to the shows. So it was nice, and it's a blessing, man. You know, that don't happen all the time. That don't happen every day. You know, so I appreciate it.
That's very true, and especially not really like in the United States is that when you're going from being major to independent, you know, all the love is more so overseas than it is here.
Yeah, well, you got, I mean, in the United States, the people over here are programmed and trained. You know, so many people come out, they just move right along to the next. You know, I mean, if you got true fans, the true fans stick with you, but it's always somebody coming out. You know what I mean? And so some people, they just kind of latch on to what's hot, then they go on to what's come out hot next, and they just kind of just, you know, latch on to everybody that come out if they're not a true fan of yours. And so the true fans, when you got true fans, that's always good. But you know, America, that's just how America is. You know, everybody's you know, they what's the word I'm looking for? They I don't know the word I'm looking for. They just, like I said, they move on to the next real quick.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of, you know, moving on to the next once you're out of that main public eye.
Right.
I mean, I've worked with, because I've done promotional work for major artists, former major artists that have gone independent, and just the fact of, you know, once you're not in that major label light anymore, there's a lot of pushing that you have to do as an independent artist to even keep yourself relevant, because you don't have those same contacts that you used to have, or the label had for you.
And that's an aspect of it that lets you know that it's business, you know, and that's what it is. And you just gotta kind of build yourself when you're independent as an artist. A lot of these, you know, and just dealing with a lot of the media and people, it's like they build you up to try to destroy you sometimes, you know, with dealing with this industry, you know.
That's so true. And now let's kind of talk about your music, the music that you put out. I mean, recently you put out Chances to Make a Champion mixtape, and also Jackpot Back. You know, just going into those mixtapes, what was the sound that you were kind of going for?
On those mixtapes, Jackpot Back was something that I actually just thrown out there just because people was asking me to come out with something, and I just threw that out there, to be honest. There's some nice records on there. Well, the sound of that was, it was more urban. It was a more urban underground sound. And what people don't know is I started as a battle rapper when I was younger. I started as a battle rapper. Like, that's what I did. But as I got older and as I evolved, I started to understand that I needed to make commercial music. And I always made underground music. And that's the music people didn't hear from me when I came out professionally and worldwide. They never heard that. They never heard that music because I only will put that music on mixtapes. But yeah, definitely with those two mixtapes, it was more underground sound. It was more underground urban sound, you know, because at that point, and when I push mixtapes, that's what I go for, a more urban underground sound. And so, but I always keep the ladies' records on there. I always still keep it chingy at the same time when I make mixtapes, because at the end of the day, I don't think anybody can actually say that I sound like somebody or I'm trying to be like somebody. You can't say that. The Chingy sounds like Chingy, and that's what makes me different from a lot of the guys out now. A lot of the guys that come out. You got a lot of guys who just mimic auto-tune. They see what somebody else doing and they just do that. I don't do that because that ain't how I came out in the first place. If you look at Nelly, you look at me, you look at a lot of artists from St. Louis, we came out different. We understood we had to be original, you know, and that's what made us different, and that's what made us so successful. So I won't allow myself to copy another artist and copy a trend. I'm always looking to be different. So that's what I strive for. But yeah, those mixtapes were basically just mixtapes I put out there just to give people some free music and let them know that I'm still around.
Okay. And you're definitely a trendsetter. I mean, I'm not in hearing your music and being a fan for such a long time. From the beginning, I never heard like you mimic or copy anybody. And I just think that nowadays, that these new artists that are doing it, I think it doesn't show much originality. Like all this popping Molly stuff, like it's ridiculous.
Yeah, it don't show much originality at all. And you know, I mean, I don't knock nobody for what they do at all. I don't knock nobody for what they do, but it's just today, the world we living in. You got a lot of these youngsters, a lot of these young cats, a lot of these young girls. They following this stuff so much that when they hear somebody say something about a Molly or something like this, they go try it. They go do it because the person said it's cool. You know what I mean? And I think that's something that we got to start changing, because the kids out here today, they pretty messed up when it comes to this music, man. They just listen to what people say and just do it. Like when I was coming up, it's entertainment. I take it as entertainment. I listen to it. That don't mean I'm gonna go out and do none of it. You know what I'm saying? I got my own mind. These kids today, they don't have their own mind. They do stuff just because they hear it on the record and think it's cool. Like somebody say Papa Molly. That Molly's and everything became so famous just because a couple people said it. And you got these people, these programmed and brainwashed people, young people on the street that do it just because somebody said it. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, I'm not, you know, much love to who choose to do that. I ain't talking about nobody or nothing. I'm just saying that these kids today is following that stuff real tough, and they just doing what people telling them to do. They don't have their own mind, and so, you know, this is time to direct them in a different way.
That's true. So you pretty much would just. What kind of music do you think that the new hip hop artists should come out saying? Like, what kind of message do you feel like they should be putting out to in the atmosphere for younger listeners?
I think the message that a lot of the hip hop artists period, the message they should be putting out to the younger generation and generations to come is that they need to pay more attention to what's going on in the world. They need to pay more attention to what's going on with the government, what's going on with they pay so much attention thinking they need money and materialistic things and, you know, this and that. I think they need to start paying attention to what's going on for real in this world and in this society, because it's bigger things than just your car, money, a chick. It's bigger things people need to be worried about. And I think they need to, if they're going to enlighten them, they need to enlighten them on the truth of what's going on in this world. And that's why my next album, I'm going to title it Enlightenment of Deception. Okay. And enlightenment of deception just means I'm just going to enlighten people on something that's being presented to them as the truth, but it's a lie. So that's pretty much where I'm at with that. But they just need to start teaching them things the better they mind, because right now, you know, I don't really see nothing but a lot of you know, negativity going on. And when I say that, I'm not like I said, I ain't judging nobody, but I'm looking at I got little cousins and nieces and everything that I see be going down these different paths just because they heard the music. They don't have their own mind. So it's time for some people to open up their mind and give them some type of knowledge on some different aspects of this world that they don't pay attention to.
Absolutely. And I totally agree with that, because I feel like we can educate, because I'm an artist as well. I feel like when we come out with music that is real, that's what's going on in today's society. We can educate the younger ones that are being taught the negative things.
Like, I'm gonna say this, and some people don't care to hear about it. Some people don't really care about being educated to hear about it, because I noticed, like with Instagram and these social networks, if I post a picture saying something real about something serious, you get a couple people that like the picture. But if I post a picture of me, in somebody's club holding some liquor with a filling on the girl ass or something, you know, you'll get a hundreds of likes on that picture. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I ain't really saying there's something too wrong with that. I'm just saying, can you see the difference, and does it make sense with what I'm talking about? You know, you post something positive, you might get 50 likes. You post something that's got a negative, that's got something to it degrading a little bit, you'll get 300 likes. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know,
and I know that to be true, because I posted something. I was dealing with something. Somebody had sent me some email, and I said, I do like a daily post, and I said, "Are you really sure you want to test my water?" Only one person liked it. I'm like, okay, so y'all want to ignore what's real and want to, try to play it off. Like, I think people like what's fabricated and not real. I quite don't understand it.
Listen, I'm going to tell you, people love what's fabricated and not real because, and I'm just going to bring up a situation that happened to me with a rumor. Like, somebody came out of nowhere using my name and lying on me with some transvestite stuff that came out with about a couple years ago.
Not bad.
And this is a totally fabricated story that they made up trying to get some recognition. And the person came out and said that, and then the person, I don't know I guess they felt bad or whatever the case may be, but then they came out and they said that they lied, and they told the truth about it and said that they lied. But you still, and even with them telling people that they lied, you still had people like, oh, what he do, pay you off to say that? Well, this and that, because you got these people, they wanna believe the negativity. They don't wanna feed into the positive side of it, of it being real. They want to feed into the negative part of it. That's a facade and that's a lie. And I don't know what makes people like that. I think people attracted to negativity and what's a lie more than they're attracted to the truth. And that's why I said I'm gonna name my album Enlightenment of Deception, because that's actually a situation that made me want to name my album that, because now I have to make you understand that you are believing in a lie that was presented as the truth. And that's kind of where I got that whole title from. And I haven't for a while. I ain't been really understanding how people so simple-minded, and that they it's just like somebody going to court and the judge sentenced you to life, but nobody's seen no evidence. Nobody has no evidence that you did nothing. They have no evidence, but the judge still sentenced you to life. You know what I mean?
Right.
And that's kind of how I felt with this situation. You have all these people around the world that they sit and feeding to negativity, feeding to stuff, and there's no truth behind it. It's nothing that backs it up, and these people but you got the media who like to spread the lies around and tear people down, just to get ratings. And you got these people who they see that when they see that all around, they just feed into it, and I guess they just believe it. And I guess it's just something they want to believe what's negative, what's a lie. So